They put a dead pope on trial in 897 AD. He'd been dead for 9 months. His name was Pope Formosus. He ruled 5 turbulent years, then died of a stroke. His successor's successor, Pope Stephen VI, had a grudge that death couldn't settle. What happened next became known as the Cadaver Synod. Every cardinal, bishop, and dignitary in Rome was ordered to attend. The body was dug up, dressed in papal robes, propped on the throne. It couldn't sit upright on its own. One historian described it as a monstrous doll, nodding and bending when attendants held it, collapsing into a heap when they let go. The stench was unbearable. A young deacon was appointed to speak for the dead, an assignment nobody wanted. Pope Stephen stood before the rotting corpse and screamed, accusation after accusation, perjury, corruption, seizing the papacy illegally, prosecutor, and judge. Some in the crowd wept, some looked away, nobody left. The verdict had already been decided. Guilty. The vestments were stripped, the 3 fingers Formosus used to give blessings, cut off. Then the body was thrown into the Tiber, the same river Romans used to dispose of criminals. Pope Stephen didn't anticipate what came next. The people of Rome had watched everything. Within months, they revolted. Stephen was dragged from the Lateran palace, thrown in prison, and strangled in his cell. Meanwhile, a fisherman pulled the Pope's remains from the Tiber. Crowds gathered on the riverbank claiming his body was performing miracles. He was reburied in St. Peter's Basilica with full honors. Every verdict overturned, his papacy restored. So why did Stephen do it? Because he was guilty of the same crime. Stephen had been made a bishop by Formosus himself, and still held that position when he became pope, the same violation he screamed at a corpse for committing. If Formosus was guilty, Stephen's own papacy was illegitimate. He put a dead man on trial to bury his own crimes. It didn't work. Ever. Follow for more history that never stays buried.